Good morning, students. I am teaching you class 6 NCRT Science Chapter 3 Fiber to Fabric. We have completed up to spinning, making of yarns. Okay. Now today I'm going to teach you yarn to fabric. Okay. Means making of clothes or fabric from yarn. Yarn means thread. Now there are many ways by which fabrics are made from yarns, but mainly we will going to learn two methods of making fabric. First is weaving and second is knitting. Now today we will going to learn about weaving. That what is weaving? In activity 2 you might have noticed that a fabric is made up of two sets of yarn arranged together. The process of arranging two sets of yarn together to make a fabric is called weaving. Means spinning means we have learned in spinning that we are making fibers. We are making yarn from fibers. Now in weaving we will going to learn that how clothes are making. In previous lecture I have explained that what is cloth and how cloth is making with the help of yarn. Now weaving is one methods from which fabrics are made. In activity 5 I'm going to tell you that how you can make your cloth by your own. This is one type of activity which you have to do at your home with the help of your elders or anybody else. But this is one type of activity. Activity 5. Now take two sheets of paper of different colors. Cut square pieces of length and width equal to 30 centimeters from each sheet. Now fold both sheets into half. On one sheet draw lines as shown in the figure. Now we will going to next page. See, you have to take two sheets. Means two sheets of paper. These are two sheets of paper. 1 second. These are two sheets of paper, A and B. You have to cut horizontally and vertically. देखो आपको उसको ऐसे कट करना है स्केल रख के. You have to take help of scale. Then आपको उसे कट करना है and then उसको weave करना है. Weave means basically arranging two sets of thread. Two sets of थ्रेड ऑन ईच अदर. एक दूसरे पे आपको रख के उसको वीव करना है. मीन्स बेसिकली सीना है. नॉट एग्जैक्टली बट येस you have to do this like in picture C. The student is basically weaving. He has taken two sets of paper and cut into a pieces. Vertically he has cut down. See, in picture D it is clearly shown that vertically आपको पेपर कट करना है. Then you have to एक के ऊपर एक you have to do that type of activity. And then उसको wave करना है and the result will be picture like D. Now this activity I will show you in tomorrow's Zoom lecture. लाइवली. लाइव में आपको ये पूरा करके बताऊंगी. And you have to do along with me. See, figure 3.12a and on the other as shown in figure 3.12. B. Cut both the sheets along the dotted lines and then unfold. Weave the strips one by one through the cuts in the sheet of paper as shown in figure 3.12c. Figure 3.12d shows the pattern after weaving all the strips. जब हम सारे strips को जो हमने कट किया है in vertical, in vertically shape में जो हमने कट किया है papers को, उसके weave करने के बाद what is the result? The result is shown in figure 3.12d. इस वाले figure में that is result of weaving. Now further In similar manner, two sets of yarn are woven to make fabric. The yarn are much thinner than our paper strip. Now, this is a main important part that जो yarn होता है ओके वो it's similar like a thread okay which I have shown you in previous lecture. Thread कैसा होता है? It's just same as yarns okay. Piece of paper is much more thick than the yarns okay, but when the laborers or the people who are making cloth okay, they are taking very thin thread okay, which is known as yarns okay. For example 3.13, this lady is weaving means she is weaving okay. बहुत सारे threads को एक साथ लेके वो उनको weave कर रही है okay. And this example is of handloom okay. handloom में ऐसा हम लोग बनाते हैं, ऐसे clothes को हम लोग बनाते हैं okay. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. Now in several years ago, this type of handmade handlooms, that's why we are calling it handloom okay, because it is made with the help of human hands okay. Now there are several machines present in today's latest technology okay. So that's why today machines are there okay for making fabric, but in several years ago okay, with the help of hands we are making this type of looms okay. Looms basically fabric okay, एक दूसरे के threads को weave करके okay, then loom बनाना और fabric बनाना okay. Now second topic is knitting okay. Second method is knitting. Have you noticed how sweaters are knitted okay? Now see, weaving में we are taking two threads okay or two yarns okay for making fabric, but in knitting we are taking only one thread okay or one yarn. See, have you noticed how sweaters are knitted? In knitting, a single yarn, one single thread or one single yarn is taking for knitting the fabric okay, used to make a piece of fabric. See, this is one yarn okay, single yarn. Now in weaving we are taking 2, 3 basically it is dependent on the length or width of cloth okay और fabric. हमें जितना बड़ा cloth और जितना लंबा cloth हमें बनाना होता है that much we are taking yarns okay. But in knitting we are taking only single or one yarn okay. See, this is the one yarn or one wool okay. उससे है with the help of this two rod we are making one full sweater okay or woolen cloth. See, used to make a piece of fabric. Have you ever pulled the yarn from the torn pair of socks? What happens? A single yarn get pulled out continuously as the fabric gets unraveled okay. Okay, there is one question that क्या आपने कभी किसी torn pair of socks means जो socks फट जाते हैं ओके क्या उसमें से कभी आपने yarn को pull किया है, एक single yarn को pull किया है? If you want to try then you can okay. आप लोग उसको एक बार वो जो yarn है उसको खींच के देखना, अपने आप जो है पूरा जो है निकल जाएगा socks okay. तो why? Because it is knitted okay with the help of this two rod. Socks and many other clothing items are made of knitted fabrics. Knitting is done by hand and also on machines okay. आपने अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को देखा होगा, स्पेशली ग्रैंड माँ और नानी ओके. ये लोग जो हैं ऐसे ही पहले अपने क्लोथ्स को और वुलन क्लोथ्स को नीट करते थे ओके. निटिंग ओके, 2 रॉड्स लेते थे और फटाफट नीट करते थे. ओके, इट इज़ कॉल्ड नीटिंग. नाउ यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस टू थिंग दैट in weaving we are taking 2 or more sets of yarn for making fabric, and in knitting we are taking a single yarn for making fabric. Okay, this is the main important point of this topic. Okay, now further, weaving and knitting are used for making different kinds of fabric. These fabric are used for a variety of clothing item. Now weaving and knitting are two methods, okay, of making fabric, which is very famous in all over world, okay, and especially in India, because in India there are lots of laborers, okay, who are doing this type of job. Weaving and knitting are basically handmade materials, okay, handmade methods, okay. But now today in 21st century, in latest technologies world, we are using machine for making such type of fabrics with the help of weaving and knitting. So today this much, okay. Weaving and knitting are used for making different kinds of fabric. These fabric are used for a variety of clothing item. Now students, as there are several other methods for making fabric, but in your syllabus there is only 2 methods have been mentioned, that is weaving and knitting, because these 2 methods, which is mainly famous, okay, in all over words. That's why in your syllabus only 2 methods have been mentioned. Now the last line is, these fabric are used for a variety of clothing items. Now the fabrics which is made with the help of weaving and knitting are used or are making, okay, from these fabric are making variety of clothing item. Now you are very much aware about your market that there are ample of clothing item, whether it is male, female, children, okay. आपके पास वैरायटी ऑफ क्लोथिंग आइटम्स हैं व्हेन एवर यू आर गोइंग टू शॉपिंग, ओके. सो इसी सारे फैब्रिक से जो वेविंग और नीटिंग से बनते हैं, हम इसी टाइप के फैब्रिक्स जो हैं उसको वेयर करते हैं, ओके, इन आवर डे टू डे लाइफ. सो यू आर वेरी मच अवेयर दैट देर आर हाउ मैनी एंड एम्पल ऑफ वेराइटीज़ ऑफ क्लोथिंग आइटम टुडे प्रेजेंट इन आवर मार्केट, ओके. सो स्टूडेंट्स, in tomorrow's Zoom lecture I will going to explain you and showing you, specially showing you activity 5, that is how can you do weaving at your home with the help of 2 sheets of paper, okay. And in Wednesday's video I will going to teach you history of clothing material, that is the last topic of this chapter, okay, chapter 3rd, fiber to fabric. Thank you so much student, okay, and cooperate with me. Thank you.